Hello, happy Thursday. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm excited to go live and talk to you guys about the best LO comp plan in the industry. Awesome. We got Instagram live now. Welcome to everybody that may be watching over on LinkedIn. Big shout out to everybody in Facebook. Over on Facebook, we have a Facebook group, Best LO Comp in the Industry. So if you're not in that group, definitely go check that out, please. Join the group, join the conversation. All right, let's get this party started. Okay, a little bit about me. Long and the short of it is I get to talk to loan officers all day about why and how coming to client direct mortgage can get them a 200, 300, even 400% increase in how much they're getting paid. All right, so let's dive into it. Today, we'll talk about our flat per file fee, how that's connected with our cap out, being non-delegated, having so many options, business development program, the leads that we provide, our compensation platform processing. Let's just dive in. Let's just get into it and talk about it. And feel free to drop your questions. If I don't get a chance to answer your question on live chat, I will see where you posted it and I will follow up directly where you posted it or shoot you a direct message. All right. So don't hesitate to leave your questions there and I will follow up with you. Okay. So let's get into it. One of the biggest differentiators of us, Client Direct Mortgage, from some of the other brokers or non-Del folks out there is we have a flat per file fee. All right. So it's $1,250. Now that's going to come out of your first 16 files annually, right? So you pay $1,250 on your first 16 files. All right. So some people may say, and I got this question when I was talking to a LO on Monday. It's like, well, Andrea, to be honest with you, you guys aren't the only company that has a flat per file fee. True. And there are companies out there that have lower flat per file fees. That is also correct. But where our differentiator really shines and comes in is the fact that we stop taking the per file fee after your 16th file, right? All those other companies, they're going to continue to take that per file fee all year long, right? They want their piece of the pie on every single deal that you close. We want a piece of the pie on your first 16 deals that you close. After that, we want you to have more of the pie going home with yourself and to your family. So 16 times 1250 is $20,000. That's why we say we cap out, meaning the company stops taking company margin and you get all of the income coming in on loan 17 on forward annually. So that does reset on an annual basis. All right. So huge difference between us and someone else, because I don't know any company that stops taking commission from a loan, right? They're all going to continue to take it out. Now we did get this sort of structure from the realtor side of things. So EXP, some of you may know, they sort of take this approach and we want to bring that to the mortgage side. So $1,250 per file, your first 16 files. After that, you're taking home all the income on your loan 17 and forward, right? And let's be clear, on loan 1 through 16, you're still getting paid something. You have your comp, you have it set at whatever bips. We're taking the $1,250 out of the comp that you're getting, right? And then after that, you don't have to give us the $1,250. You're taking all of it home with you, all right? Next up, let's talk about that compensation. So we're flexible on what your bips are going to be, and we will counsel you and advise you, given your market and where you're at, what we're seeing and what's going to allow you to be competitive. So you'd be able to tell us like, hey, Andrea, I want to do 200 basis points. I want to do 250, or maybe I'm in California where the market is a little bit different. So I want to do 150 basis points to be competitive in that particular market where I do most of my business. So we will help you figure that out, and then we'll set that for you. All right. Now, also keep in mind that we can change your comp every 90 days as well. So you can have one approach to the market for 90 days. And then as you see where the market goes, take a different approach and change your comp from there. Now, we do pay 1099 in those states that allow us to. We are, of course, 100% commission. And another really nice thing is that we allow you to be competitive. And what I mean by that is if you meet a borrower who may be rate shopping or just has a better deal at a competitor, great. Get their LE. Let's see what deal they have. And if you want to stay competitive to win that deal, you can offer a pricing incentive so that you can match that particular deal that you're seeing that your potential client is getting somewhere else, right? And we make it easy for you. You don't have to ask for a manager approval or wait for somebody to get back to you. In our instant quoting system in our instant quoting system in Salesforce, you can put in a pricing incentive and it will spit out quotes and rates that reflect the pricing incentive. Now that does come off of your comp, but that's fully in your control so that you can win that particular deal. All right. So you have a bunch of levers at your disposal to be able to win deals when it comes to flexibility around comp. And all of it is absolutely compliant as well. All right, next up. So we're a mortgage broker. We broker deals all day, but we went a step further to be non-delegated. So we have more control over the process. We do our own disclosures in-house. We have warehouse lines of credit with certain lenders. So we have about 20 plus non-delegated lending partners, and we have about 80 plus broker partners. So you have the ability to bring in a deal and say, hey, which direction is best for me and my client? Should I broker this? Should I go non-del? Where's the best pricing for my client? Where does it make most sense, right? And so you have that flexibility. You have 100 plus loan products. We do everything under the sun, conventional, government-backed, non-agency, non-QM. So you have a ton of options given the client that you're meeting. Free credit reports, right? Most of us, or most of you who aren't with Client Direct Mortgage, you might be paying those credit reports yourself, right? In a lot of cases. So because we have gone the extra mile, right, to create partnerships of value through one of our partnerships, Rocket Pro TPO, and through us being a Pinnacle partner with Rocket, that allows our loan officers to get free credit reports on all of their deals that they're putting through Rocket, and also free rapid rescores, so credit upgrades. And the nice thing about this is you can take a client that has perfectly good credit and see if we can get them even better credit to get better pricing. So we're not just holding that back and saving it for clients that have questionable credit. We can actually do that on clients across the board. And then we look like winners and like folks that are going the extra mile because we got our client who already had great pricing, even better pricing because we improved their credit score. So another great option there. Last but certainly not least, EPO waivers, right? So through our partnership with Rocket, our loan officers do not have to worry about EPOs, which is a huge deal right now in our industry. So it's a beautiful plus of being able to work with us in our partnership through Rocket and being a Pinnacle partner with Rocket. All right, let's keep the party going. So leads, we have leads of all kinds, leads. All right, so we have credit verified leads, over 1 million of them in our Salesforce system. We have realtor leads. So my loan officers that are looking to build, and we always suggest this, my loan officers are looking to build their network of realtors. We have 57,000 realtors in our system. These are folks that have closed at least 12 buy-side deals in the last year because we want you working with realtors that are actually working, right? So we teach you how to work with realtors. We teach you how to be know how to deal with realtors and know the expectations of how many deals they're going to refer you. Given that, how many realtor partnerships you need to have. So across all of them, you're getting the number of referrals that's going to keep money coming in to you. So we go through all of that in detail. You have access to realtors in the states that you're licensed in. And we even take it a step further. I'm going to jump down to the last point here, which is our business development program. So we not only teach you how to identify, well, we've identified the realtors that are actually doing business, and we give those to you, right? But we also wanted to make it go a step further so that you can hook those realtors a lot faster than just calling them and saying, hey, I got great rates and all these loan products. What if you could actually pay those realtors for the leads that they're providing you? So we went a step further and we created our business development plan. Now, this is our way of allowing you loan officers the ability to work with realtors and compensate them for the leads that they are sending over to you, right? So long story short, if you have a partner, they're actually a W-2. We hire them at Client Direct as a W-2 employee, as a business development rep. Yes, they're still at their real estate brokerage. All that's fine and well, but they're also a W-2 employee of Client Direct Mortgage, which allows us to compensate them on the leads that they are referring to you, right? So it's an amazing program so that you can get in quicker, get in deeper with realtors that are actually closing deals and doing business. All right. So just another perk of being able to take the data and the strategy that we've developed here, and then you flip it and be able to use it as an advantage while you're growing your network out there. Okay. And then last but not least, loan officer leads, right? So we're on this call to talk about recruiting. Some of my LOs are recruiting teams themselves. Some of them came over as teams and they're trying to grow their team. They have a branch. And so if you are a loan officer that's looking to do that as well, then we're thrilled to pass loan officer leads to you as well. All right, let's keep it going. Our platform. Okay. You may have heard us say this and we'll continue to say it. Our CEO and lead loan officer, Ramon, has a really deep IT background. And so 2019, end of all of 2020 and some of 2021, he worked with top Salesforce executives to be able to create a system that's customized for a loan officer like yourself to win and be able to efficiently work, right? So what does that include? So we took Salesforce and we integrated all of the tools that are all remote, because everybody that we work with is remote. Loan officers need to get the job done. So Salesforce is the CRM. We've integrated the POS so you can easily take applications or have your client fill out the application themselves, because there's a outward facing borrower portal that's really easy for them to complete the application and to instantly upload documents that we may need from them. The pricing engine and the ability to instantly quote and then email out those quotes or take a screenshot and text those quotes is integrated as well. Of course, there's going to be a mobile app because not all of us are in front of our computer all day long. So we have that for iPhone and your iPad, phone and SMS integration. And all of the communication happens in Salesforce too, which is extremely important, right? So any client communication. So for instance, if they upload a document, there's an instant message that goes out to you and everyone that's on the team of that file saying, hey, client just uploaded a document under the W-2 section. Go take a look at it. Operations. So you have a full service processing team that's going to handle your file for you if you so choose to allow us to. And so everything that they're doing is also updated in Salesforce, from minute things like the prelim title has been ordered to maybe bigger things like the appraisal has come back, right? And here's the details of the appraisal. So everything that's done is updated in Salesforce because it's a single source of truth. We will never have siloed conversations and something happening on email or something else happening on text message and the whole team isn't aware of it. We want to make sure the whole team is aware of it so everybody's on the same page so this loan can close as fast as possible. For our LOS, we use Meridian Link, which is an enterprise level LOS that many of the big banks use. We have a version of Meridian Link that we allow all of our loan officers access to. And it's a streamlined version that's super easy to navigate. It's very user-friendly. Our processors have a much more robust side of LOS that they dig into that takes a lot longer to learn, honestly. I don't even know all the parts of that, but we have a slimmed down version that does everything that a loan officer would want to do, like run AUS or mess with ratios, all that fun stuff. So you have the ability to dig in there and do that yourself. But that's a great segue to processing. So here's how we take processing or we approach processing. We have the ability to do everything from point A to Z, and we will do it for you. And we have the team to do it for you. Nonetheless, if you've always worked in the capacity where you rolled up your sleeves and you did that yourself, absolutely, we fold you into our process and you can do it yourself. Now, if you have a contract processor you've been working with for years and you want to keep them or you're interested in bringing one on at this point, no problem. That's perfectly fine. We will fold in your contract processor to our process, make it easy for them, and then they can handle all of your files going forward. So we can meet you where you're at when it comes to that. But just know, if you want to run AUS, if you want to do the file yourself, if you want to bring somebody else in to do your file, absolutely we can do that. But if you want the team to do it, then we would be glad to do that for you and keep you updated along the way of all of the progress and all of the milestones. Okay, next up, onboarding and training. So we onboard teams of LOs every Monday. So every week we have a new group onboarding into the system. On Monday, they get an email and instructions. So they're walking through and setting up all of their logins, connecting different systems, and just getting everything set up from LOS to Salesforce to email, for instance, right? Tuesday morning, you come together virtually with our lead onboarding specialist, and you spend about 2 to 3 hours together in Zoom, testing all of your systems, walking through each system, a high level walkthrough of how that system works, what it does, and what it's connected to, making sure that everything works well on your profile. And then Wednesday and along the rest of the week, it's all self-paced. So you're going through following checklists, following videos, testing out the system, putting in a fake application, all of that fun stuff. So come Friday of the week you onboarded, as long as you went through everything in Trainio, which is our learning management system that we use, that you sequentially go through each video and walk through each system. Long as you're done with that, then you're ready to go. You're ready to start talking to realtors. You're ready to start putting in applications. Okay. So in addition, so when it comes to training, we have a lot of support in a bunch of different ways. So we have a pricing and scenario desk. We have the SOS hotline with Rocket Pro TPO that is absolutely amazing. We have our own knowledge base in our company where we have articles written, how-tos, videos, everything under the sun, from how to operate in client direct mortgage. Anytime somebody asks a question, we turn it into a knowledge base article. Now, that said, you also have Pathfinder, which is also part of Rocket Pro TPO. It's a wonderful, platform system backed by Google, where you can know everything from guidelines to their products to just everything under the sun. And it's really eloquently mapped out and very user-friendly. And then Video Library, that's connected with our own knowledge base. So there's a ton of support out there for our loan officers that are willing to roll up their sleeves, dig in, and help find the answer. You also have, 100 plus AEs out there that we work with that you're able to reach out to and ask questions, and get the support that you need. All right. Last but not least, coaching. So this is also part of our ongoing support. From time to time, we would teach you about different products that are best to sell in that particular moment. We've set up Facebook groups like the One Plus Sales Training. We've done a ton of things to be able to meet loan officers where they're at. And we have a ton of content that's been pre-recorded that you have access to once you come in. So our Perspective Strategy Program, where we put you in touch with listing agents who have properties or have listed properties, right, that qualify for our One Plus program, right? So free $7,000 in down payment assistance. So we put you in touch with those listing agents. You can call them. You can let them know that, hey, or we call them actually, our call center, and we say, hey, your property is qualified for our $7,000 in free money. We love to put that information in front of you so that when you host open houses or you talk to buyers agents, you can get the word out about the free $7,000 on your listing. And they're usually thrilled to hear that, right? Our coaching manual is something we provide you once you come in during your week of onboarding. Coach time management, accountability, scripts and products. So Ramon, our CEO, has been doing this since 2012. Has had a ton of experience speaking to clients and winning deals. So we've taken some of his top scripts that he's used and put them into coaching material, give you the script directly so you can make it your own. So it's a ton of content out there that whichever direction you're going as a loan officer, you're able to pick those pieces that work best for you. All right. Last but not least, I'd love to just show you some comparisons of how we stack up against the others that are out there, right? Our competitors that are out there. And some of these I've already pointed out, but I do want to highlight a few, right? So one, we talked about this in the beginning of the session, is the cap out. So we take $1,250 for 16 files, which is $20,000. After that, you're taking all of the income on the loan. We are not taking any more income on that loan. There's no company margin taken out. Now, if you look at these competitors here, they're going to take out their company margin on every single file that you close while you're with that company, right? There is no cap out. That's one of the biggest differentiators between us and everyone else that's out there. Now, secondly, I want to mention the EPO waivers, right? You're not going to get that with these companies that are listed here. The free credit reports, no. On average, you're paying $85 per credit report. Rapid rescore, on average, that's costing $450, and you're probably only doing that on your lower end credit FICOs, right? Now, this time with us, you can do it across the board with all of your clients where you see there's a possibility for them to get better pricing if they jumped up a FICO level. So that's huge. And lastly, I do want to point out non-delegated. I mean, when you look across the board at these other companies, are they truly non-delegated? If you have one non-del partner, you're not non-delegated, right? We have 20 plus non-del partners that we work with, that we have created very deep relationships with, that give our loan officers so many options when it comes to pricing, so many options when it comes to products, right? And just being able to be extremely competitive. So I really appreciate you guys joining me today. Feel free to reach out to me at andrea@clientdirectmtg.com. I'd love to chat with you about your situation, where you're at, what you're looking for, and see if we're a good fit, right? So please also spread the word. If you know, if you're just thrilled where you're at and you don't want extra money, that's fine. Why don't you share our platform, share this webinar with your loan officer friends and family who you think could benefit from this platform. And one thing I do want to mention, we are looking for loan officers that are closing deals. So you have to have at least closed 6 deals in the last 12 months to be able to take advantage of coming onto our program, our platform, getting the cap out, and everything that we talked about today, right? Thank you so much. I super appreciate it. Have a great weekend, and I look forward to talking to you loan officers soon. Bye-bye.